Everybody who has ever watched a crime movie or a TV series knows that testing samples of biological material found on crime scenes against a database of DNA samples collected from suspects can lead to the successful conclusion of a case. The human genome contains approximately 3 billion pairs of nucleobases, and it is impractical to analyze all of them. Instead, forensic labs look for so-called markers or sequences of DNA with known locations. In order to ensure the test results from a crime scene evidence are the same all across the country, in 1997 the FBI adopted 13 distinct markers as the national standard for testing. But 20 years later, things have changed.
And what has happened over the years is that the size of our national DNA database has grown to now about 16 million profiles. When you're only looking at 13 pieces of information, there may be a slight chance that two people may have the same identical DNA profile from unrelated individuals.
Starting January 1st, the FBI increased the number of markers to 20. This move not only refines the method of matching samples, but also reduces the possibility of a false match. 3 of the 7 new markers were developed at the National Institutes of Science and Technology, or NIST, situated just outside Washington.
One thing that we do is we provide standard reference materials for crime laboratories across the U.S. These are little tubes of DNA that we send out that people purchase, and each year, every crime lab in the U.S. has to run this DNA on their instruments in their lab and make sure that they get the same result as what we say is in the tube of DNA.
Coble says the matching of markers can be done by hand, but a lot of laboratories in U.S. have purchased machines that can substantially speed up the work. Scientists at NIST and other laboratories are now developing the next generation of this technology, called massive parallel sequencing, that will enable forensic scientists to test the samples for eye color, hair color, height, and even age. George Putic, VOA News, Washington.